Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for August 5th. And August 5th's reading is coming from Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence by Sarah Young. And this is my fourth reading in a row because I had to do catch up. So, August 5th is on this page. Sit quietly in my presence while I bless you. Make your mind like a still pool of water, ready to receive whatever thoughts I drop into it. Rest in my sufficiency as you consider the challenges this day presents. Do not wear yourself out by worrying about whether you can cope with the pressures. Keep looking to me and communicating with me as we walk through this day together. Take time to rest by the wayside, for I am not in a hurry. A leisurely pace accomplishes more than hurrying or than hurried striving. When you rush, you forget who you are and where you are. Not where you are and whose you are. So when you rush, you forget who you are and whose you are. Remember that you are royalty in my kingdom. And this ties in with Psalm 37, verse 7, Romans 8, verse 16 and 17, and Peter 2, verse 9. Royalty in my kingdom. Isn't that nice? We're royalty in God's kingdom, in Jesus' kingdom. All of us. There's no king, queen, princess, prince. We're all the same. We're all royalty. I don't think there's a hierarchy with it. I think we're just all royalty in God's kingdom. So not to rush through the day. A leisurely pace accomplishes more than hurried striving. And how many of us are like the hare rather than the tortoise? We hare through the day rather than, slowly and steadily going through the day. Hands up if you're a rusher. Usually. It's almost like it's wrong to waste time, so you have to do everything in a rush. But I am getting better. I am getting so much better at accepting that I don't have to do everything in a rush and not focusing on the final destination, but trying to enjoy the journey as it's happening. And certainly, I love this. I love this imagery. Make your mind like a still pool of water, ready to receive whatever thoughts I drop into it. Isn't that a cool thing? So that would play into my meditation. So doing daily meditation, having that quiet time with Jesus, with God, in their presence, coming to them in stillness and quietness, then it allows the time and the space for that still pond to happen, rather than the rushing waters of the stormy sea or, the choppy lake. It allows all those thoughts that are in your head to kind of recede so that you can have a still pool where, Jesus can drop in thoughts that are important. For me, because I believe that, we all are Jesus, that's a lovely imagery for me, but I believe it all comes from the inside. So I'm trying to think, what other imagery I can use. But at the moment, that imagery of just, Jesus sitting on the side of the lake, popping in these wonderful, peaceful, loving, kind thoughts, who we really are, that royalty of his kingdom. Isn't that a great reason for doing meditation? Sitting quietly, waiting for Jesus to drop in some thought pebbles into our shimmering, still pond of our mind. I love that idea. So do not wear yourself out by worrying about whether you can cope with the pressures. Keep looking to me and communicating with me as we walk through this day together. So I invite you just to think about that today. Think about, not being overwhelmed by the pressures of your day. Turning to God, turning to Jesus, or the God of your understanding, or just a belief that there is something bigger, that you can give those worries away to and focus on something that's more positive, maybe a beautiful tree outside your window or something, just something very simple, or a positive memory that you have. But anyway, I think the invitation today is just remember that you are royalty in whatever kingdom you believe in that comes after. Namaste. Love to you all. Bye now. Bye.